So, what have we got in here? Hi everybody, this is Matt Geary, and this is my review of the UNSC Quadwalker and the Covenant Weapon Pack by Bloks. Generally, when I get these sort of things in the proverbial mailbox, I generally pass them on to the loyal followers of Geek Pride. But sadly, geeks and geekettes, I'm a Halo fanboy, and there's no way you're getting between me and my free Halo stuff. Obviously, in the Quadwalker box, you get a Quadwalker. You also get a Spartan. You get an Elite with guns. And you get a Covenant gun turret, one of those sort of spinny round things that sort of annoys you when you're sort of playing the game. So not bad for 30 quid. Obviously it's Bloks, which for those of you who don't know, it's kind of like Lego. It is effectively the same sort of thing, maybe slightly cheaper to be honest, but it's the same sort of blocks, you can fit them together. Instructions are well laid out, easy to understand, if slightly intimidating to start with. And generally, you can't go wrong. Well, that is unless you're me, and you build the whole thing, then realise that the pieces I need for the gun turret I used in the body of the walker. Everything comes in a bag, which is a good idea, but to be honest, I'm not 100% sure if it was executed very well. You get big pieces sort of kind of in one bag, you get sort of small pieces in another, and then just random pieces in a third or fourth. Which, to be honest, I was completely perplexed about and just spent most of my time just dumping it all into one pile and doing a Where's Wally and trying to find where everything was. In my mind, bags should really correlate with the instruction page or something along those lines, so a numbered bag of, say, number 4 would correlate with page 4 of the book. But then I guess the whole thing about sort of Lego and Bloks and stuff like that is trying to find the pieces in the first place. The only downside about this is that you get construction rage where you just cannot find that one piece and you just end up sort of rocking in the corner because you're pretty sure you've looked everywhere and you cannot find it. All I wanted to do was find the square piece. Just the square piece. Was that not good enough? That I could find a square piece? Why? The minis of the Elite and the Spartan are pretty damn cool and have multiple joints so you can articulate them in different ways, moving their heads, their legs and their arms. The walker itself is the same, with the canopy opening and closing, legs rotating and moving, and the guns are able to rotate in most directions. Though I fear the NSC designer may have gone to the same college as the Death Star designer, as there's one major design flaw in these guns. They can't move, they can't go this way, which just seems slightly pointless, and maybe a bit of a tactical error in my mind. All in all, it took me about 2.5 hours to build. That's both the walker, the turret, and obviously the weapons pack. It's not overly a fast process. I'm sure if I'd organized myself a bit better, it might have gone a bit quicker. Maybe cut down 30 minutes if I'd put the bits into some sort of order at the start. But like what's going to happen if you give it to your kids or anybody else, you're probably just going to open the bags, dump it on the table and just go for it. And it's been a while since I've made something like this, but I really enjoyed doing it. Obviously it took me quite a long time, so if you're going to give that to your kids to do, make sure they make it and they don't turn around you and go, "Here daddy, make it for me," because it will take quite a big chunk out of your time. Saying that, if you're smarter than I, you might organise yourselves beforehand and make sure you read the instructions. I cannot emphasise that enough. Read the instructions, because you do not want to take the whole thing apart because you've got one square bit that you need for the end in the middle of your thing. Read the instructions. The quality's good. It's cheaper than Lego. There's no major difference from them both. And if you don't like Halo, you don't like Halo! Get out. There's lots of different franchises that you can buy as well. Great items, definitely worth a buy. I'm going to give it a Geek Pride 4 out of 5. Right, so time to put these toys on the shelves, like the rest of my toys, and not play with them.
Everything's quiet, sir. A little too quiet. Oh no, Covenant! Oh no, he's got a gun! Eject!